Words. Words! Words.
And it's time for another Fireside Chat with three assholes.
Today we're talking about our favorite film adaptation. So it could be a book into a movie, a comic book into a movie.
Oh,
I'll even take movie into a movie. That's an adaptation.
Yeah, that is.
fuck, that makes it harder.
Right? I mean, there's just a lot of it out there.
I have three, like, just straight up.
We're gonna start with one.
Okay, so my personal favorite is the Maltese Falcon. The Humphrey Bogart version.
Yes.
Did you know that was a film adaptation?
Yeah.
Oh, because it was from a book.
It was a book.
But did you know that it's a remake of
It was
a
a
remake?
book to a film to a film to a film?
Yeah.
So yeah, the Maltese Falcon, I personally love the book, and I find it's a very true adaptation. Like, the movie really closely follows the plot of the book.
I haven't seen it in years, but I remember absolutely loving the shit out of it.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's eminently watchable.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? We're going to talk about other ones anyway. So, all the ones I say tonight are going to be, like, same level. So, they're not my favorites.
No one cares. Stop circling the airport.
I'm going to go in alphabetical order. I'm going to say Blade Runner.
Alphabetical order?
Yes.
Did you even read the book?
No.
Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
But I still love it.
Such a great book.
I can still say I love it. My favorite adaptation.
Still counts as an adaptation.
No, I'm not disagreeing with him.
So, Blade Runner.
I
I absolutely love it. It's, man, Rutger Hauer Rutger Hauer is so goddamn great.
Oh yeah, as Roy Beatty.
He is just, and like that. The end is just God. I just
that Tears in the Rain monologue is like my favorite moment of almost film history.
Yeah, it's up there. I mean, I love every single like shot. It's just gorgeous, and I know how horrible it was to work on it. And like, have you seen the documentary?
No, I read the book as a kid because my dad was a big science fiction novel fan, and he watched Blade Runner when it came out, and he didn't like it. He saw he understood it. He got things that were good about it, but he just did not enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
And then so when I was in high school, I watched it.
Which cut?
I watched it. It was the director's cut. And so they had gotten rid of that narration, and they added the weird Deckard unicorn stuff. And I watched it, and I loved it. And I came home, and I'm like, Dad, why have we never sat down and watched Blade Runner together? It's like, 'cause I don't like the movie. And we started talking about it back and forth, and he realized that the movie I watched was not the movie he watched. Tim, give us a favorite adaptation.
Goodfellas, probably. I'm gonna go with Goodfellas right now.
Wait, Goodfellas is an adaptation?
Oh, absolutely. It's based off of a book called Wise Guy.
I did not know that.
I had no idea.
Actually, this book, Wise Guy, by Nicholas, something with a P. Pileggi.
Cage.
Nicholas Pileggi. So, he wrote about, something. Benny Hill. No.
That was
Well
great.
done.
That was good.
Well done.
That was awesome. Now I want to see like Benny Hill being edited into Goodfellas in the background.
Henry Hill. So, that's information I normally have stored up here.
Harold
Henry Hill was an actual person who was a wise guy for the mob in New York, and all of those events that happened in Goodfellas actually happened, for the most part. Maybe not exactly in that way, but he went into witness protection, was in witness protection for several years, ends up getting kicked out because he started dealing drugs because he missed the life. So, Nicholas Pileggi meets Henry Hill. They become friends. Nicholas Pileggi writes a book called Wise Guy. That gets that ends up being adapted into two separate films, Goodfellas and My Blue Heaven.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah,
with
Steve
Martin and Rick Moranis?
Yeah, because My Blue Heaven is after he goes into witness protection, and he's just the worst witness protection ever. Doesn't follow the rules. It's just a dick.
That movie is weird.
Goodfellas, really, really entertaining. 2.5 hours.
I did not know that was an adaptation.
I had no idea. Now I want that to be one of my top three.
But it sounds like you determine like your favorite adaptation based on the amount of trivia you know about it. Or you didn't go the other way. You loved Goodfellas and you found out a whole bunch about it.
It's the other way. I love, I watched Goodfellas when I was 17. I didn't really like it. I found it on iTunes for like $5 a couple years ago. And I'm like, fuck it, that's an easy person. I rewatched it and I was like, holy shit, this is like the greatest movie ever. Because my other option, we're gonna start with one. Really, the other one I was gonna say was The Departed. Because I love The Departed, which is was a remake. But then I was like, no, if I'm going Scorsese adaptations, I like Goodfellas better.
Yeah. No, Departed is fantastic, but I mean, Goodfellas is great. I also like Casino. Yes. Casino.
Also, based off this one, I was gonna also a Nicholas Pileggi book.
Really?
Yeah, that was made into a Martin Scorsese film.
It is really good.
It's a great movie, though.
It is.
I feel like it gets overshadowed a lot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, because Goodfellas is so much better.
I mean,
well, it's true, but I mean, if you look for like the really good mob movies or mafia movies, those two are both mentioned every time.
Yeah.
I feel like Untouchables gets way too much love, but that's just personally.
I love that movie.
I love that.
I like it. I don't.
It's more of an action movie than a mob movie.
It really is. Well, because it's focusing on the law enforcement side and not on the mob side. You know,
Yeah.
Goodfellas and Casino.
Also a great adaptation, though, I would say.
Yeah, but I think like when you see Untouchables, when you have Goodfellas and Godfather, it just doesn't compare. But that's just my personal. That's my personal belief.
I wouldn't disagree.
All right.
So.